Hey everyone, in this episode of Classroom Digital Tools, we will take a look at a web platform that will help your students become engaged and work together. This web platform is called Classcraft, the RPG that will help minimize your classroom management issues. An RPG or role-playing game is a type of game that has a long history, including video games such as the classic Baldur's Gate to the more modern title, The Witcher. Classcraft is an RPG in which students choose the role of a warrior, a mage, or a healer. Let's see how it works.
Classcraft can be used with Windows, Chrome, Apple, and Android devices. It can be used with an unlimited number of students and classes. Inspired by the popular game Warcraft, Classcraft encourages teams of students to work together to advance themselves in a fantasy adventure game. The main features of Classcraft are free, but you may also pay to open up other options, which will be reviewed later in this video. Students in each team can choose their role of being a warrior, mage, or healer, and each role has different powers. These powers are created by the teacher. An example of a power is being able to eat in class. Powers use up the students' limited action points, and since action points are slow to recharge overnight, students cannot use powers all the time. Therefore, don't worry, they won't be eating in class every single day. To get powers, students need to level up by earning experience points. They earn experience points by behaving in ways that make them better learners. Examples of such behaviors include correctly answering a question or tutoring another student. By doing these behaviors, the students are rewarded through positive reinforcement when they earn a desired power. The teacher sets the experience point value of the identified behavior within the game. The students' in-game characters can also lose health points or HPs if they behave in an undesired way, such as being tardy to class. If a student loses all their health points, they receive a random consequence that was preset by the teacher. When a student on a team loses all of their health points, the entire team suffers a penalty. This game structure helps make students feel accountable to their fellow team members. After creating your free or paid account, the first thing that you want to do is create your class. Now, you can connect Classcraft to your existing Google Classroom account. If you do this, you can import your student roster, and whenever students access Google Classroom, they can use their Google Classroom account to log into Classcraft. Alternatively, you can create your class beginning with the page that you see here. The first thing that you do is enter in your class name. Then click on Next. Notice that you can select the option to import settings from existing class in Classcraft. I'm going to disable that and go ahead and click on Next. On this page, it enables me to select the behaviors I would like to encourage, for which students will gain experience points. Experience points are what students need to level up and progress in the game, and also to gain new powers. 3 behaviors are offered for your use, and if you want to change any of them, just click on the word change next to that option, and you can cycle through other alternatives. You can also cycle through all the options to type in your own unique behavior. In this case, I'm going to change this over to tutoring another student. And I will click outside of that to save that behavior. Then I click on Next. Now I get to choose the behaviors I would like to discourage. These are the behaviors that will detract HPs or health points from a student's character. You want to discourage behaviors that will be negative or will cause classroom disruptions. Examples they provide are being rude, arriving late, or being negative in class. I'm going to keep all those and click on Next. Now I have the option to choose the student's powers. Powers again are the privileges that students unlock as they progress or level up in the game. Click on Next. One thing that's very important to emphasize to your students is that each team should consist of a wide variety of characters, because each character has strengths and weaknesses. For example, in the description of the warrior, Classcraft states that warriors have the most health points, but they have the least action points. That means they can lose a lot of HP before falling in battle or losing all their health points. However, they can use their powers less often. When choosing the powers for the different classes, keep in mind the regulations of your particular school district. Some school districts will frown upon using rewards or punishments that may affect a student's grades. So therefore, some powers, such as the warrior gets a hint on an exam question, may not be appropriate for your school district. If there is a power listed here that you do not like, click on the icon that says Change next to the undesired power. And if you don't like any of the options that are provided, you can enter in your own particular version of a power. For this example, I will type. Click outside the box to save that new option, and when you are happy with the warrior powers that have been entered, click on Next. Repeat this process for the healer and the mage. Notice that the healer can restore the team's health points. When a team's health points get low, they're essential for helping others avoid falling in battle. Healers generally have a good balance of hit points and action points. Click on Next when you're done configuring the healer's powers. To work on the mage powers. Mages can replenish or renew the team's action points so that they can use powers more often. However, mages have low health points but high action points. Once you are happy with configuring the mage's powers, click on Next. The next thing that you do is configure the sentences, which are tasks students must complete when they lose all their hit points or health points. Choose 3 of these that you like and click on Next. The next thing that you do is adjust the settings of the game so that students will level up and regenerate action points at a particular rate. In this case, I'm setting class duration from March 18th, 2018 to May 28th, 2018. And I will change the hours per week to 9.5, and then I click on Next. Now you add your students to create the teams. Click on Add My Students and enter in your school information. After you find your school, click on it, and then click on Next. At this point, you can import your student rosters from Google Classroom, or you can create a class code so that your students may join the Classcraft class. You can also enter your students' names manually. When you are done entering in the names, click on Next. On this page, you assign your students to teams. To create a team, click on the plus sign next to Add Team and drag the desired players' names over. To change the team's name, click on the pencil icon to the right of where it says Team 1 and enter in the desired name. You may also pick a crest or symbol for the team, and then choose the team's background. Click on Save. Continue adding unassigned players to the other teams. And then when you are done, click on Next. Now you may start the student introduction or immediately play with your class. By the way, either teachers or the students themselves may create their characters. Creating characters is a very simple process. First, select the student's name, click on Set Up Character, choose whether they are female or male, change the look of the character, choose the desired class, and then choose the power. Hovering over the power gives more information about what the power does and its action point cost. After choosing the power, click on Finish. Over here under the student's name, you see the student's class, the level that they are at, their existing number of health points, their total number of action points, their experience points, and this 950 over here indicates the number of experience points they need to advance level, and the number of gold pieces they have. Ideally, however, you would want students to create their own characters, so that way they can customize their characters' appearances. When students get to create their own characters and choose their character's appearance, they will have greater buy-in into using Classcraft. By the way, with gold pieces, the teacher may reward them so that students may use the gold pieces to obtain new equipment, which changes the appearance of their character, and also acquire pets. However, this is one of the premium options. And at the time of this tutorial, a premium account costs $8 a month. During the game, the classroom instructor may go ahead and award a student experience points by clicking on the plus icon, and either choosing one of the predetermined options, entering in a custom value with a description, or create a new experience point reward connected to an action. To apply the relevant item, just click on it. Likewise, a teacher may deduct health points from a student who has exhibited an undesired behavior. They do this by clicking on the negative icon, and again clicking on the relevant option, such as arriving late to class. The team may opt to let Ben take damage, or to intervene using some of their powers. If there are too many things going on in class at the time to handle the situation, the teacher may also click on Deal with the damage later. But for this example, we will let Ben take damage, and his hit points or health points have gone from 30 to 20. The teacher may also click on Sentences to see if Ben has any sentences that he needs to fulfill.
Thank you everyone for watching this episode of Classroom Digital Tools. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends about this great YouTube resource. Thank you as always for your support, and remember, teachers make a profound difference upon both the lives of their students and upon the advancement of our world. So when things get tough, continue your hard work. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.